Death Watch.
Okay, so now the sun has come up. The panther that dragged you off into the woods is long gone. There's no sign of the monkeys either. They must have been scared away. What do you do?
What time is this roughly?
It's just sunrise, and today, as you went to sleep, the wind was starting to pick up. Today, it's really windy, so the trees are swaying. You know, leaves are rustling. It's very loud now.
Do a weather check.
Okay.
My survival. Let's see what kind of weather we have. I got a 10. Nope. Have to get a 15 to predict 24 hours of weather. So.
Well, you can predict that it might rain soon because of the angry clouds in the sky.
We do some breakfast and break camp.
Yeah, we may want to start looking for some more permanent shelter as well. So if this weather does get really bad, then we're not going to want to be out in the middle of trees that are potentially falling.
You want to do that while you're scouting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then keep an eye out.
Are you going to forage today too?
Yeah.
Could you try to forage for the donkey?
Yeah, I can keep an eye out for stuff.
Okay.
Are you so mad at me that you refused to do any training with me today?
No, but I will talk to you about it while we forage together.
I'll be ashamed like a dog so that you actually feel bad for me in the long run.
You can't use my trick against me. No, I'm not going to chastise you too much. Just,
Well, you know,
try to enforce the severity.
in most of the world, for most of the world's existence in real life, people that fell asleep on watch would be killed.
Yes.
Luckily, you don't have that knowledge. You wouldn't kill somebody with a mental handicap, would you?
Possibly.
Possibly.
No, but I'll try to like impart. Like I could have ended up like Lug. That thing could have dragged me off and killed me too. And we need to make sure that we stay awake during watch. But it's not just for your benefit; it's for all of us.
It won't happen again.
I don't like the wind.
Common sense informs Graham that
All right.
it didn't happen this time, so it probably won't happen a second time.
He's not even the same person he was back when.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I use that all the time in real life.
So I guess I'll go with you then and
All right.
try to figure out how you find shelter and forage.
So we have 7 days worth of rations left for us and for Philo without what you've foraged today.
Would it be possible to make separate checks for Philo since finding grass patches is a little easier than finding?
I am just going to rule that you'll have no trouble finding food for Philo because he can eat.
Okay.
Right? No, he
Yeah,
can eat leaves.
pretty much anything I'd
I think
imagine.
they're basically like a brachiosaurus. They can eat leaves. That's why their necks are so long.
Oh,
And long tails.
So for this stretch of the forest that you're in, there's so much undergrowth, you know, lean or green leafy undergrowth that you don't have to worry about that.
Okay. So I guess foraging.
I am only a -1 now instead of a -3.
Rohan, before you go off, look for this stuff.
What is that stuff?
I don't know. I'll show you a list of ingredients.
Oh.
Right. Well, so yeah, he's got a list of things that he needs, that he learned he needs in his studies as a hero
Okay.
Yeah.
to keep an eye out for.
Okay.
Can I give him a list of things as well? It's just for there's some things, some items that I would need to recall our potion training.
Okay.
You know what? Yeah, you can do 2 separate checks.
Okay.
One for the food foraging, another for the exotic materials foraging.
Okay. So for the food foraging,
And you know what? Next time, let's get me a list of these materials you need.
So-
I got a -1, so I got a 9. So I didn't aid you this time. Sorry.
okay. So I got a 16, which is enough for me and 3 other people.
Okay.
So I found enough food to feed us for the day.
So we're back to 8 days rations.
Well, you can just not take it off.
I already took one off for today.
Oh. You're gonna eat some poisonous berries, aren't you?
Oh, nice.
Okay. And then I found everything they needed.
Okay.
I
All
got
right.
28.
Yeah.
Despite Graham getting a 0.
So
I wonder what he's going to use these for.
Did he say collect
Nothing
or
now.
eat this
we'll
stuff?
say that he found enough materials for one cast
We work in perfect hand.
of your spells.
That's true. Like our
Spells,
numbers were close
potion.
together on the first
Oh,
roll,
you
and
can
then
make
opposite.
potions?
Well, I picked up the brew potion.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to collect some materials right now.
I got you. Okay.
So that'll be throughout the day, and then do another survival check to try and find shelter.
Okay, so we'll let's stretch time out a bit here. You are out foraging, and you guys are walking along, and you found this food, and these materials over the course of a day. So now it's midday,
Okay.
and that's when it begins to rain. So you feel a light drizzle, and the wind is still going really hard, and you're actually getting to low light conditions because of the clouds
Okay.
and the tree cover. So now you can tell, as any of you can tell, that it's about to crack open and start really storming.
Okay.
So you want some, what's the word? Shelter. You want to find some place that's suitable to shelter from a bad rainstorm.
Preferably something like an outcropping of rocks or a cave or something.
Okay. Make 3 checks. 3 survival checks.
Okay. Can Graham assist me with this?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He can keep his eye out.
Is it 10
Yeah.
for aid? Aided on the first one.
Okay, so I got 19, 14, 24. So with Graham's 8 on the first one, it was 21, 14, 24.
All right. So at about 4 hours after midday, now the rain is coming down in sheets, and it's doing this thing where it'll pool up on the leaves, and when it weighs enough, it'll drop. So these massive sheets of water are coming down, and now it's dark, even though if not for the storm, there would still be sunlight. Now you've got dark conditions. But you do find it's not even a trail. You just happen to spot some rocks as you're walking along the game trail. You spot some rocks, and so you move that direction, and then you do see that there is a cave opening.
Okay.
You get to it by navigating fallen, loose rocks. So it'll be treacherous, especially with the water. But now all of your clothes are completely soaked through.
We just got dry.
So you do see like an opening, but from your angle, it could be 1 foot in, or it could be a cave.
Shelter, shelter. Okay. I'll draw my bow and start to make my way up there.
Okay. So,
Doing my best to try and shelter as much as I can from the rain.
right. Okay. Well, I mean, there's just nothing you can do about the rain because the wind is blowing it right into your face.
Yeah.
But the rocks are going to be tricky to walk along, so we'll get balance.
Okay.
You said we're in dark
Would
conditions.
someone like to come with me?
Yeah, it's dark.
All right, I'll use a spell
Okay.
slot and cast light. And
Okay.
it got dark.
Yes,
Oh,
and then
yeah, balance.
you've got light, so you can see.
Oh, maybe.
What is my armor check penalty?
But the rain is so heavy that it puts
Just -1.
puts the
Consume
spotlight out. Extinguishes.
It's not
Okay.
even fire.
It's also magic rain.
Yeah, it's casting darkness, deeper darkness.
Nice.
That's a good
Yeah.
roll. I got a 24.
Okay. So you're scouting the way ahead, and these guys are stopped waiting for you to, right? Or you guys?
Oh, I was going to try and take Graham with me just in case there's
Okay.
a
Graham, do a balance.
sort of a bear or something that will eviscerate me.
12.
Okay. So he falls down. Not down. He falls, right? Like
Slips.
he slips and falls over, not like off of a cliff, right?
Not like you, bro.
Not like me falling.
By 1 point of damage. Anyway, so you get to this opening that you saw, and you just see black clearly goes in for quite a way.
Okay, so it's something that we can
Yeah, it would.
take shelter in.
Yep.
Okay. Suppose I'll try and graciously slide my way down the broken rocks to go gather up the others and tell them that it's okay.
Yeah,
I'm
it's more
guessing
across, but yeah.
I'm guessing shouting isn't a possibility in the drive.
No, but they can see you because he put on his light.
Okay, so I'll do one of those.
Okay. Let's do. Go ahead.
And then while I was waiting for them, I was going to try and light a torch.
Okay. Yeah, that's no problem. You get in there and you're
Okay.
protected from the rain and wind. So.
Is this the rocks we're going to be climbing up? Is it like slippery enough where I could essentially go climb check instead of balance?
No, you're not. It's not climbing. It's flat. It's
Oh,
just
okay. It's just like they're like.
super jagged rocks.
All right.
And loose rocks. So you'll need a balance check to avoid falling down. And go in boom.
Alright, so just
19 on my balance.
Okay. And balance. Okay.
My balance.
So you guys make it no problem, and Philo makes it no
Oh,
problem.
nice.
He's got 4 legs.
Yeah, they've got good balance. So you get to this opening, and it is wide enough for one person to walk through, and it's just a tiny bit taller than you. Philo's pack saddle is too wide. You'll have to unload some of that stuff.
All right. I guess I'll take his saddle off and put on his pack saddle and take it, put on my shoulder. There we go.
All right. How much weight was he carrying?
We split it last time. I had 18 pounds. Casimir had 50 pounds. Rohan had 20 pounds. So 88 pounds. Can you carry an extra 88?
Yeah, I'd be slow.
I can take 18 of that.
Well, we're just going
Still
into the
be
cave.
okay. Okay.
But yeah, I can do
Just
it.
start camp for the night, right?
Yeah. Should we have the first person into the cave not be burdened by anything they're carrying?
Well, that's
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or
So then I guess, I'll take
somebody
the lead with
sneaky, me or you. Yeah.
well, I'm going to take the torch. I
Yeah.
don't know how well you can sneak with that.
Be quiet.
Yeah, I could be quiet while
All he
sneaking
needs
with the
is-
bright light in front of me.
All he needs is to be in shadowy to start sneaking so he could range ahead of you.
True.
But I'm still bound by the same light as we all are. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
my wisdom in the
All right.
dark, not a good combo.
So you range ahead.
Yeah, I'll stay within 15, 20 feet, but yeah,
Within the torchlight.
yeah. Since my bow's probably not going to be the best weapon here, I'll have my dagger out.
Okay. All right. So you walk ahead, and it's difficult to measure the distance because of the dark. but it doesn't take very long until.
Okay.
And it's a pretty steep drop, but only about 10 feet to the floor that you can see, and you can see stalactites overhead. But the range of the torchlight, you see it's a pretty big chamber.
Just see little glimmers off in the distance.
You do see bats up on the ceiling, just hanging there.
And we're familiar with bats.
Yeah.
How big are these bats?
Well,
Are they just regular little,
yeah, just
little
as
sizes?
big as.
Helicopter size.
Okay. Is there room, like you said, it goes in and then it drops really fast. Is there any kind of a ledge that we could stay on instead of going down into the...
No.
No? Okay. All right. I guess I'll try and make my way down that
Okay.
ramp and in there. And
Yeah, it's like I said, it's just like a 10-foot drop.
okay.
You can hang down and drop, and you don't take any damage.
Okay.
But you can see that the floor, the ground, is it's covered in dirt and crushed rocks and fallen stalactites. But you can see underneath some of that evidence that it was once like a worked surface.
Is any one of us more inclined to the history of the island as far as knowledge?
No.
I am. The history of the knowledge.
Okay.
Slight. I paid a little bit of attention.
So yeah, I'll call Fenrith up and ask him if he can remember any history of...
21.
Nope. Never heard anything that was ever out here.
Sorry, I
Only,
didn't hear anything or read anything about this place.
it's not any sort of settlement or anything that anybody.
Okay.
But you can see that that the room goes past what's illuminated by. So, did the rest of you want to hop down there?
Yeah, I'll be on his heels for the
Okay.
most part.
I'll have to try to make Philo to make the jump, right? So like a handle animal.
Yeah.
How are we gonna get him out?
It's only
Lift
He
him.
can jump up again.
Yeah.
They're like cats, right? Dinosaur cats.
Can I kind of infer that even if this place was worth it with the stalactites, it would have been a very, 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 very long time?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you could also infer that whoever worked the floor just didn't do anything with the stalagmites. Because there are no stalagmites, only stalactites.
It's a handle animal for Philo. 11.
Yeah, so you're like trying to pull him, and he's like, "Nah, I'll stay here."
Is there something I could tie his lead to? That's
Got a pit in there.
No, nothing nearby.
Any big rocks that we could just kind of
You-
wedge
there
a knot in
there are
between?
some big remains of
Just
fallen
tie it to
stalactites.
your ankle.
See if we could just like
Hope he
tie
doesn't.
a couple knots, big knot into it, and then wedge it in between a couple of fallen pieces.
We might have a problem getting back out too. We'd have to try to get him back out. So we might as well.
Well, you could roll one of those rocks over to the
Oh,
to the edge, and then just tie him with the rope to it.
all right.
I'll give you a hand with that if you want.
Strength checks, or is it rollable?
Yeah, it's rollable.
All right.
It will take both of you, but you don't need to do it.
And then, Graham, you want to explore a little bit deeper with me?
Sure.
Make sure that there's nothing lurking.
Search out the cave,
Yeah, we won't go too far, but
just the immediate area.
yeah, try and get an idea of what this place is.
I'm on it.
So you want to go check out more of the room?
Yeah, not going to range too far, but try and at least catch the wall, like how the general shape of the room, and if it's reasonable to fully explore it.
Yeah. Well, you don't walk too much further until you see the other wall, but you also spot immediately before you even register the far wall. You see skeletons laying on the floor, and there are 3 steps at the end, and there is a statue standing in the center of that platform. And there's something behind it that you can't. There's a shape behind it. You can't make it out yet.
What is this statue of?
Well, it's something that you've never seen before. It is like a person, but only vaguely. It's not like a person you've ever seen in real life. So it's a very, very, very detailed statue. Seems almost lifelike of a short individual with a giant beard, with really heavy armor and a giant hammer. So it is shorter than you, but like impossibly muscled and almost as wide as it is tall. So this statue is standing there holding its hammer.
It's obviously some warlike demon.
They went off to explore a little bit, right?
They've walked
You can
about
probably still
5
see
feet.
us, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, we're not that far away.
These guys have been gone a while.
Okay, and you said there was something behind it?
Yeah. It's a giant chest.
Can I inspect this thing a little bit more? The
Oh, yeah.
statue? 'Cause, I have a
About his gold findings, frocking.
do like a knowledge of either religion or planes.
You can do either.
Go planes.
Okay.
See. Anything? 10.
No, nothing from your studies that.
I'm trying to recall my
This is
religious
a
studies.
statue on the material plane.
7.
No. Although, while you're inspecting it, with that in mind, you do see that very finely carved runes in the head of the hammer. You don't recognize them, what they mean, but they're more than decoration. It's clear that it's some sort of language.
Were they similar to the ones on our weapons?
Yeah, they are similar to those.
Call out to Casimir and ask him, since he seems to recall the language studies a bit better than I do, ask him if he recognizes any of these.
I don't recognize dwarf.
What languages do you speak?
Elvish, common, goblin, and Sagan, whatever they are, like the water creature type
Oh,
thing.
it's not.
Yeah. But I do have decipher script and spellcraft.
Okay. Well, just from looking at it, you do see some similarities to Elven, but not enough to actually determine what it says.
Okay.
It's just a lot of similarities.
It looks like it might be based on Elven.
Right.
Okay, I speak Elven.
You want
But you can, do your deciphers.
8.
Okay, so it's a mystery.
Too worn. Can't
Do
make it out.
do rumors abound concerning the hammer?
Speculation abounds concerning the incident.
Yeah, it might be some ancient form of common or Elven.
Yeah, it's just a very awe-inspiring statue. I mean, you look like his arms, his biceps are as big around as your waist, he's got these massive calf muscles, but he's still shorter than you guys are. So, and the hammer is also carved. It's not a hammer placed on a statue, but the head of that hammer is, as large as this is one of your torsos. It's a massive hammer.
Do detect.
Are there any other, well, we can see the other walls. Are there any other exits from this room?
No,
Okay.
not that you see.
I am an elf, so I'm going to wander around the walls
Okay.
until my special ability procs.
Technically, we're all elves.
Yes.
All right. So you're wandering around. Do a search check.
But yeah, I'm going to kind of look for anything else and then maybe work my way back to pick through the skeletons. Search of 19.
Okay. You don't detect any secret stone
Okay.
walls.
So detect the magical auras. The amount of information revealed depends on how long you study the particular area or subject. It's a cone shape. Do it towards the statue and the chest behind, or the thing behind. It's right hand side down at the bottom. Right page, left hand side at the bottom.
Okay. All right. So you cast detect magic, and you detect the presence, but not the absence of magic.
Is it, can I tell which direction it's emanating from?
From the statue.
From the statue. And is it strong?
It is overwhelming.
Overwhelming? Can I attempt to identify it?
Second round, there is just one magical aura.
Okay. So I'll study it a little further, or a little more.
And there's, well, yeah, it's an overwhelming aura. That's how powerful. But that's the information you can get. You don't learn any what specific enchantments might be there. Just that there is an overwhelmingly strong magic aura present.
So I'll let that be known then as Rohan is starting to go around it. So there's some type of magical force in the statue. It's an overwhelming presence.
I don't know what that means.
The same way that I heal you.
I know what magic is, but I don't know what you mean by overwhelming magical force in this statue.
This is just the presence that's there. It's very strong.
Is it good magic or bad magic?
I don't know. It's just really strong.
Looks like some sort of a warrior. He might be related to the goblins. They're about the same size.
It doesn't look like the goblin though.
No, it could have been the one that the master of the goblin was talking about.
But he's stone though.
Well,
This is very clearly not a goblin.
I know it's not a goblin, but goblin always mentioned someone that was making them do stuff. And I'm wondering if this could be one of those things. I'm going to poke through the bones.
I'm going to cast Comprehend Languages on myself, which will allow me to understand a written language.
Okay.
And I have to cast it while touching the message. So the runes on the hammer is what I'll try it on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to dig through the bones at the same time. You said there were several skeletons.
Yeah, there's 5 separate skeletons.
Okay. See if I can get Graham and Fenrith to look through them with me.
Right.
What type of bones are these? Are they human or us?
Yeah. Yeah. They bear the same basic size and shape as you.
Magical writing cannot be read, so I'd have to prepare that tomorrow if need be. But yeah,
I've read magic.
Yeah, so do I. It's just not prepared.
But I have one prepared.
Okay.
In a set.
So how long does it take?
The spell?
Yeah.
I can read 250 words per minute.
Okay.
It's just that magical writing cannot be read, so like
Right.
scrolls and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's not magical. So you do cast that, and then it becomes clear, and you can clearly see that it's a language that had its basis in Elven.
Okay.
And it diverged at some point, but the runes on the hammer, they're actually, all they say is variations of crush, break, bone crusher, and headache is another one.
I think Rohan may be right. This seems to be a warrior type monster. All the runes on its hammer just seem to be wishing curses on people.
All right. Yeah, I'll help you go through the skeletons. While I'm going through that, can I do a heal check to see how they died?
Yeah.
He declares them dead.
11.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Finrith tradition.
They're dead.
They were all killed by having their heads smashed into oblivion.
So
This is a demon of
my
some sort.
theory is that they took shelter here from the storm at some point, and this thing smashed their head. We probably shouldn't stay here.
Okay.
You know, the other thing is even touching them, they crumble.
But that was a very long time ago, so maybe he turned to stone waiting for more. But I don't feel good about it.
Well, I should also point out that there are fallen stalactites all around the skeletons. So, you know, it's entirely possible, based on your medical check, that stalactites fell and crushed their heads.
So, Graham, what's that thing behind it, the chest?
Oh, yeah, man. I'll take a closer look at it.
Well, this chest is made out of stone, and it is about 6 feet wide and about 4 feet the other dimension.
Long length, width.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it goes, so it's 4 feet across and 6 feet long.
So is it
you know,
like a coffin then? Or is it
no,
something
it's
sarcophagus?
clearly designed as a chest. It bears the design of a chest. It's
Does
just
it?
very large.
Does it seem like it still functions?
Well, you can see the break in the stone where the lid would lift, and there is a spot for a key.
All right. How do I work the training into it? Like, because I'm naive, obviously, in a way, or lacking common sense, but I'm also a rogue with trap finding training. So, is there maybe some sort of ancient knowledge I read that's like always look around before you open a chest or something like that?
Part of your training.
It could be like a rule I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course,
Okay.
he would have said that a lot of traps.
All right.
put
So
on
yeah,
chest.
I'll like I'll go to open it and then like I'll have that like I'll list off almost like word for word the like some ruling about opening chests
You do
before I do
see.
it.
But I should point out a lot of runes on the top of it.
Okay.
Like carving, not too dissimilar from in the hammer.
All right. Maybe I should wait.
You want me to check it out?
You could read it before I do anything else.
All right. I cast comprehend language on the chest.
So it says, "Do not enter."
It says, "Do not enter."
So what do we do?
Well, does that mean don't enter it? Or
Don't enter this
cave?
cavern.
The spell doesn't give me insight to the meaning,
Yeah.
only what it says.
Well,
I think we should go for it.
I disagree.
Well,
do I detect any magic coming from the chest?
No.
I owe Rohan a few, so I will bow to his whim. Or I'll change my vote to his vote. You're right, it's not a good idea.
Yeah, I agree. This is some sort of fell place.
Do you guys want to stay? I mean, it's pretty nasty outside. Do you want to stay closer to the entrance? And make sure that whoever's keeping watch just keeps watch on the back of this.
I'll keep watch.
Statues here. Here's the
Yeah.
entrance.
Yeah, it's not like a big lot of space.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we have no choice right now. We'll just have
Maybe
to make
get
sure.
back up where Philo is at least.
It's too cramped.
So it's already dark, right?
I say we just.
You're hearing really loud thunder.
I say we just stay here and maybe try to find shelter from any potential stalactites falling.
That's a
And
good
just
idea.
hunker down. Hopefully it won't mess with us. Or, rip out our souls while we sleep.
Crush our heads.
Graham, you're on watch all day today.
I have a lot of to make up for. I understand.
I'm kidding.
This is I think we can go on a normal watch schedule.
Are we doing 2 people on watch at a time?
Do you want to switch it up and do 2 at a time tonight?
We may
Yeah,
need to.
this close to the
That way, if
statue.
one person falls
So-
asleep, then there's someone to wake them up.
The normal order was Graham,
Why do you
me,
say that in such an
Casimir, and
accusatory
Rohan.
manner?
So
I
do you
didn't
just
mean
want
it
to double that
accusatory.
up? Because I'll be with Graham and then
He's
you
not.
two
He's
together.
already forgiven me.
Yeah. All right. So it'll be me and Graham on the first, and then Rohan and Casimir on the second watch.
Okay. So, and Casimir,
Me and Graham.
first watch.
So as we're getting ready to bunk down, can I do a check on progress on Graham's bow?
Yep.
So DC 12, then 18,
I forgot.
See if you get there before me.
I'm not a freaking
276.
sorcerer. I couldn't cast that second comprehend language. So
Oh.
Yep.
Well, let's go
276.
back in time.
yeah. So
We don't know that the chest says "Do not enter."
Oh,
yeah. Sorry, I can't.
so Justin doesn't say no. Well, then I'll be like, so should we open it? I think so.
Hey Fenrith,
Yeah.
is this thing overwhelmingly magical?
No. It's just the statue.
Okay.
Probably all clear.
If you wish,
Yeah.
in the morning I could cast the spell again.
You want to wait till then?
It's up to you. This
I'm
is-
ready to go now.
No, then go for it. I trust your.
Okay. That's my profession. It's a search for trap finding.
Yeah.
I have trap sense.
At least that's an
One.
intelligence check, and you get a +2 for being an elf.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, elf gets +2 to all searches.
Ah,
We're about to.
I thought it was just for finding doors.
13.
Just to listen, search, and spot.
Problem is, trap finding is
And then we
hard.
get the automatic
Yeah, we'll
check.
get the automatic.
Yeah, you don't see any traps of any kind.
Totally clear.
Always the last words of every
Kick it
room.
open, Link style. I guess it's pretty big, but I'll just open it.
Oh, it's a stone chest, so you'll have to do this.
Dance around on one foot.
Okay, so you want to open the chest?
I have opened the chest.
Okay. You can't
Oh, okay.
by yourself. It's too heavy.
Okay. Who was right next to me?
Uh,
I guess the reading didn't actually happen.
Well, yeah, like I've misread some stuff on that, but chances are I probably dropped the spell after reading the hammer,
Okay.
so that's over, and I only have one prepared. But I can help you pick up
Casimir,
the.
give me a hand if it's
All right,
too heavy.
you gonna assist me, or am I gonna assist you?
Probably assist you. Do you
Alright.
need a strength?
Yes, strength check.
It has a +4 key, right?
No assistance from me.
18.
All right, so it budges.
Oh, come on, Graham, a little more.
You've got it up a little bit.
Just get your fingers in under there. Your common sense doesn't tell you that.
Right.
Well, it's 6 feet wide, so there's plenty of room for more people. So don't do an assist.
Let's
just
get
do
the
another
whole party over here. That way, when it blows.
So,
We
I'll
might be able
cast,
to.
bolt strength on
Might be able to stick my.
Oh, use some leverage?
Yeah. Hey,
Maybe for a bonus?
Finrick. Put my trident in the.
It had a keyhole, right?
strength. It did.
Is there does the statue have any kind of a key
No.
on it? But I'll suggest that to everyone. Maybe we should find the key before we try and open
Well, it
the
is
chest.
open.
+4.
Yeah, it's
But you have it up a
Plus
little
4
bit.
to your strength.
Just
It's
heavy.
Okay.
clearly not locked.
Well, you
But
might want to
can-
cast it on
you can
yourself
see it now.
because you're not
Yeah.
feeding me. You're doing the strength check.
Well, I know, but you're stronger than me, though. As
Yeah, the bow strength will. All right, I guess I'll.
Alright. So yeah,
Joining the inevitable doom.
Damn you,
I'll
Cradle.
get that his Casimir's trident and wedge it in there too for some leverage.
I'll give you a +2.
All right. So everyone aiding me?
Yep.
I
No.
guess you already have mine.
Yes.
Yes.
Dang, why does the 20s always happen on the aid?
That's the
Nope.
third one of.
9, 11.
Dude, I mean,
Well,
retesting.
were we
Is that how we're
aiding,
doing?
or were we
12,
just doing our own
13.
individuals? Is what you said.
Well, you do your what? 2 people can lift and 2 can aid.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So who was trying to lift?
I'll aid you or try to aid you.
You'd be
What's your
aiding.
Because I put the trident.
I'm a
in
10.
there.
We've got
Strength.
about the same strength. I've got a 12.
I got a 13.
I'll be on the aid team.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So again.
Yeah.
All right.
You get a +2 to your for the trident as well.
Yeah, and I get a +2 from the bull strength, and then any aids.
8. No.
All right. 5,
Do you want some rope and see if we can get Philo to pull it?
17.
He's not down.
I got a 19.
Okay. So you've got it up now to about shoulder height. So one more go and you push it over the threshold.
Can any of us see what's in there?
We're too busy exerting ourselves.
Quick, stick your head in, someone.
I got it. You got aid from me this time. Whoever I was aiding.
Okay, my 20s are balancing out now.
Nothing. For
No.
me.
I got a 2.
And it's 7, 9. Yeah.
Okay. Who aided
I
did.
Well, he aided.
successfully?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you're about at the limits of your strength, and you get one more check, and if you don't succeed, then you can't hold it.
How
up.
much clearance do we have right now?
You've got it up to about shoulder height.
Maybe we can jam something in there,
Yeah, you could.
and just keep it this open.
Stalactite.
I wouldn't. Might be heavier.
Oh, I got a spear though. I don't think we
Is
can
we-
cut it.
There
Look
should
inside.
be like rocks strewn about.
If you're willing to put your head.
Oh,
We
anything
can
else?
use that.
It's all right.
Alright, let's.
All right. 9 again.
Alright. I'm gonna.
All right. Got it from me.
Alright.
There we go.
Okay, I got a 10.
3. And who aided me? Did anyone aid me? All right, 25.
All right, that does it. And another heave, and you push it over, and it stops at the end of its path there.
But it's one of those that's like almost straight up, so a stiff breeze will blow it over. All right, what's inside? What's the loot?
Inside, you see a staircase with darkness.
Who had the light?
I do.
I had a torch.
Yeah. I don't know. Mine might have worn off already. It's 10 minutes.
To mark that off.
I can strike up another torch. I'll light up another torch and peer down.
You see stairs.
Huh? Yeah?
Um,
Can I get in?
do we want to make camp before we go down?
Do we even want to go down?
Yeah.
This goes to an unknown thing.
Well, maybe this is where their leader is, though.
Well, nobody
Well,
would have
yes.
put
So what
stairs
happens
there
in
if there
camp?
wasn't something
the
down
northeast.
there.
Yeah.
So we should go down there.
Well,
Otherwise,
check it out.
there
Let's
would
make
be
sure.
no stairs. There would be nothing.
That's very
I
wise.
don't like that you're.
I'm pretty tapped out from casting.
Alright.
You
So,
know.
is there any way we could. Well, I suppose we don't have to close it, but.
Yeah, this is like one of those
Oh,
things.
you know, then it's so when you open it, you know that thing that happens in the movies. With the
cold wind rushes out.
Yeah, and then when you're looking at the stairs, it's like millions of years of millions of spiders leaving cobwebs behind. It's very, very thick cobwebs.
You ever see that photo dude took of his backyard and all the spider eyes light up in the flash? You gotta look that up one time. Pretty spooky. That's what I just imagined though, in all the cobweb. They're just like receding from light that hasn't been cast down here in ages. Nobody's gonna get a wink of sleep with this thing open. How could you sleep with an opening like that? I couldn't.
I do think at the very least we might.
There's
want
no
to
way
quickly
I'll be
check
able to
out
sleep.
and ensure that there's nothing down there that will come up.
Well,
Like, look
with
a
all the
little ways.
cobwebs, nothing's come this
What
way.
if we
All
just
those
throw
were
something
closed
down there
until
and
then. Or
got a
nothing
bunch of
happens?
stalactite.
Yeah, it would be good.
Got a bunch of corpses too.
That turned to dust when we touched
Oh yeah, they went to dust.
Oh, right.
throw
And
some
another thing that I
stalactite
forgot to tell you, while you were searching the perimeter for secret passages, you didn't find any, but you did find a bunch of old crates stacked up against the wall. There's nothing in it. They're still sturdy. They're not crumbled or anything. So.
That's weird. Are these things overwhelmingly magical?
With the crate?
Yes.
There's nothing special about them. They're just some crates.
Okay.
I just forgot to tell you about it.
The only thing that I detected that was magic was the statue.
Okay.
So, yeah. Do you want to? Is there like a rock or something that I could find that's big enough to just toss down real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. You successfully tossed the rock.
Heave
But the cobwebs are so strong that it springs back and hits you in the head.
for 5
You're
damage.
dead.
Oh, dude, that's a lot of damage.
Vorpal
Yeah.
webs.
Cut my
Yeah,
head
no,
off.
you toss a rock down
Okay.
and you hear it.
And you hear an orc
Do a listen check, just see if I hear anything.
Well, we're definitely doubling up on the guard tonight anyway. So
17.
You don't hear anything but wind, and you hear the rock clattering downstairs.
Well, if there's wind, doesn't that mean that it leads to another opening?
I don't know what that means.
I'm guessing.
I'm
at
great.
this
No,
point.
even though you guys are in here, you can still hear the wind from outside in the tunnel that you came through.
Well, it could have been.
okay.
It could have been that when we opened it, was it the wind came out or
Yeah.
sucked in? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Pressure was different, greater in there,
Yeah.
but that could just be temperature difference too.
Yeah.
Well,
Or the wind blowing across the entrance
Yeah,
of the cave.
I'm up for resting before we attempt to go in there.
Graham, he'll spread his winter blanket out over that thing, and it'll make him feel immensely safer.
Just over the hole.
if we rest,
Actually,
if we rest and the storm's over, I say we just ignore
Just
it and
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have a mission to do.
that's what I was thinking. Is
So,
as interesting as a hole in the ground is,
well, I always want to know
with stairs and
why would they keep their stairs and chests like this?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got to be something.
I mean, I just.
But
don't
we can
keep
always
stairs
come
and
back
chests
to
and-
explore this when we're done on our way back to town. As long as what we find isn't super important, we can just go, come back out later.
and we don't die.
Just get on our map.
Yeah.
Interesting point.
I am mapping as I go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that winter blanket and wrap it around myself now because it made me feel insecure about living through this.
Well, we buried Jeeves just 4 days ago.
Well, I'd forgotten all about that. Thanks for bringing up
I'm
the
gonna have
memories.
to
again.
Did
remind
you
you
do this
every day.
again? Did you do this last time?
Yes, I
Every
did.
single time.
I will not
I'm
let us
finally
forget it.
getting over this, and Rohan always has to go and bring it up again.
Right, watches.
All right. Well, me and Graham go first.
You got a high wisdom.
I've been known to have some common sense. Yeah.
You want to aid me in my watch roll? I'm just kidding. You just wake me up.
Well, you can't aid in a will save.
Yeah, that's true. Was it a will save or just a ability check? I can't remember. But I think it's only skills you can aid in, right? Or no, we
Skills
just did
attacks.
strength. Yeah.
You want
Well, I think it's
some
a save.
Was
that-
it save?
Yeah, that makes
spot
it.
listens?
I'm a little bit better because I got +1 with my will save last level.
Okay, who's first watch?
Me and Graham.
All right. Yes, do a listen. Both of you. Oh, so before this, let me ask, what do you do as far as light? Do you attempt to have a fire? Because you'll run through all your torches trying to keep light in the whole night.
We might not have fuel for it, right? I don't know what we brought.
Who had a lantern? Someone had lanterns. Because I have lanterns checked down on here.
Do we have oil even if we have oil?
Not I, but I do have oil.
Okay, so I got lanterns and you got oil.
Yeah,
And we got
2
light.
things of oil.
I just have
Was it an hour?
a few
per-
torches.
Oh.
No, I don't know. You'd have to look up lantern. I think oil
What
lasts a
were
little bit
those
longer.
crates that he was? Were they wood?
Yeah, exceptionally hardwood.
Oh.
It'll be. Well, hardwood should burn longer.
Yeah, but also you could use them to make a sort of or stairway
Steve,
for Philo.
Philo, that's right.
Yeah, it's not bad.
He'll never be Steve. Okay.
And you have to keep reminding me of that.
Just a regular lantern.
Yeah, just a regular.
6 hours on a pint of oil.
Oh.
So on 1 thing of oil.
Okay, so we got 12 hours of light if we need it. Or do you want to make a fire?
I wouldn't be opposed to a fire. I've been outside in the rain and
And
cold.
drier
We're soaking.
clothes.
It is
wet.
really cold, and all of
Yeah.
your clothes
Yeah.
were completely soaked.
Fire it is.
Yeah, I'll use some of the crate wood to, and some of the oil to light the crate.
Okay.
I'm gonna use just enough so we can't make a ramp.
Okay.
Although, yeah, Casimir's gonna have to do the handle animal check on that one because I'm not going near
Well,
that donkey again.
who's gonna craft this thing?
The ramp?
The ramp, yeah.
Oh. I mean, just
Need a
craft
question
crates
check?
over.
I don't know.
I have a jack of all
Yeah,
trades
no,
profession.
it's
Well, I
it's
do
not
too,
a it's
but-
not a
It's not a huge thing.
craft. You just
Okay.
like Link, you just push the carts
Oh.
over.
Okay.
You know, they're pretty big crates.
Why don't we do that before we light? How many did we find? 3? You said?
You know, there's like 5 of them.
Oh, okay. Well, I think
And
I
then a
just
couple
need, like,
more that are broken.
1. Or yeah, I'll just use the broken stuff.
Okay.
All right. Do I need to make a handle animal to get Philo down? Or is
No,
he-
once you've got clear steps there, he's not stubborn about it. Okay, so you're gonna burn those for fire. You're gonna make a
Yes.
fire. Okay.
Gonna make fire.
All right, so you make a fire. And then these guys go to sleep. Get a listen check from Fenrith and Grow.
10 and 8 for me. Listen spot.
Do you want a spot?
No.
Okay, so 10 for my listen.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Thought I heard spot. Just
All right.
10.
That's,
We're a little drowsy, but at least we stayed awake.
okay, another listen.
12.
8.
And one more.
Nice.
Oh, and this time do a spot. As well.
25 and 22.
15 and 10.
Okay. So your watch is over. You didn't hear or see anything.
Okay.
And you go to wake up these guys. You see the cat on Casimir's chest purring contentedly. And that's what you notice when you wake up. Cats just purring contentedly on your chest.
I guess I'll scratch its ears
Yeah.
and then just get out of my. I got a bedroll or something. Yeah, and I'll just put it in the bedroll.
Okay.
That means I failed on watch again.
And you gotta feed the cat now.
You stayed awake the whole time.
That got past me.
Okay, let's get
Me too.
This is from Casimir and Rowan.
19. Oh, sorry, just listen.
21.
Nice.
All right, so this is your watch has just begun. You guys actually haven't even drifted off to sleep yet. When you, so what's your weapon?
Sword. Long
Your-
sword.
What's your weapon?
I use
Your hero weapon.
Oh, what was my hero weapon? A
I thought
dagger.
it was a spear.
Yeah, it was my short spear. Yeah.
So what you guys all hear a sound of clacking, and you look over and see his spear, which is laying on the floor next to him, and it's vibrating and glowing.
But rattling on the
Bouncing
ground.
stone floor.
Okay.
And then you notice that the same thing is happening with all of your other weapons.
Pull my sword out and
Okay.
examine it.
Right. So now it's very, very warm, and it's vibrating much more powerfully than it has before.
Then with the goblins.
Yeah.
This is
It's the
So
same
what
as
we
true for
have
all
we
of them.
associated with this?
goblins so
Yeah.
far.
The enemy.
Yeah.
But not every enemy.
But it's just been goblins
Yeah.
so far.
That's all we've encountered that's made it do it. Yeah. It's just something out of the stories, basically.
The big creature with the horns.
Do
I'll get a little
everybody
bit
that's
alarmed.
holding their hero weapon do a strength check.
17.
19.
10.
12.
All right, so it gets to be too much for you to hold on to. It vibrates too strongly that you can't even hold on to it. It pops out of your hands and lands on the stone floor, and then you see cracks start to form along the wood, and then they shatter. And so basically, it's like a shell. The wood shatters off, and it leaves behind, in some cases, new wood, but with steel tip on your spear, for example, a steel sword.
Nice.
Yeah, just like for the bow, it's new wood that you don't recognize, but it's much higher quality. And then with your trident, the whole thing is now steel.
Oh.
And then it slowly calms down. So, who was the historian?
Me.
Right, do a history check.
16.
There is a story of early heroes where having the weapon began, and in those stories, they had weapons that were unbreakable and that could shoot fire and that could cut through anything. But then, according to the legend, when there was no more enemies to fight, they put those weapons away. And so that's why you have the weapons. It's a ceremonial thing. Mm-hmm. But now there seems to be, maybe there was something to the stories after all.
Which is kind of weird because they're like new ones made every time, aren't they?
Well, the last ones
No.
had taken them with them,
Yeah.
so these
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
new.
The last heroes that, before you guys, the ones that went missing, they did have their hero weapons. But there's many hero weapons.
Uh,
Oh, okay. So they just had a different set, different
They had
office.
a different, yeah. Anyways, for all intents and purposes, now you have masterwork versions of your weapon.
What did
Masterwork,
that
that's a
+1
plus
to
one
attack,
to attack.
but not damage.
Did they have the masterpiece distinction, or was that the
Wheel of Time.
Wheel of Time?
Yeah, it's masterwork and then magic.
And then the weight is half of what a normal
Yeah, I'll be able to carry so much more
masterwork
now.
weapon would be.
That doesn't do a whole lot in mine.
Wait,
Right.
What does
But,
Masterwork do to the weight already, though?
Huh?
What did Masterwork do to the weight?
Oh, I don't
Just
think it did anything.
Oh, okay. It's just half of what. Okay.
That's just,
And our damage is normal now?
yeah.
Oh. I can move full speed again. 2 pounds. Yeah.
All right, so that
I'm at
happens.
49 pounds.
I'll leave it up to your own role playing to decide if you be able to get to sleep quickly or not. after
No,
something like
and I'm gonna
Brandish our weapons around.
start.
We're going to murder each other.
Yeah. I was like, does it still have the same runes that it did before?
that. Yeah, they're just sharper,
I was, I'll
clearer.
admire the
Well,
gleam of steel
your
off
sword,
the fire.
for example,
Yeah.
the tip on your spear, right, there's not a metal you've ever seen like it. Like you know what steel is. This
Yeah.
is
isn't-
beyond that.
Yeah.
I'll stay up.
So like your trident, it's got, I mean, it's made out of. You can just see looking at the tips that you don't. And it's perfectly balanced. You know, you can see when you're twirling it around that it's got perfect weight to it.
Do that'd be to try and stay awake.
I think we were doing will saves,
Fortitude or
right? You were able
Yeah.
to see will saves
do that? See if I'm
to go to sleep.
staying awake.
Nice.
26. I'm staying up.
It's a save. Automatic.
Yeah.
Have we ever tried reading? Like
Well,
using-
you really ought to
Oh,
be doing
no.
a will save to force yourself to go to
Oh,
sleep.
yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
so
'cause you-
26, so I went to sleep.
because you need to prepare your.
Yeah, I need
Spells
to.
of
That's what I was thinking is like try to contain my excitement enough to still go to bed. But yeah, so I got a 26, so
Yeah.
I'd be able to sleep.
So you immediately begin snoring.
It's like this is awesome.
Has enough time passed for me to prepare spells, or do
Yeah.
I need to wait a little? All right, so I'll tell Rohan that he's got to give me about an hour.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Rowan, do one last listening spot.
Listen. 17. Spot 19.
Okay. So you hear a blood-curdling, haunting scream from the depths below. Female voice
Time to go.
crying for help. But the wind has picked up even more so outside, and it's howling through that tunnel, and it merges with that sound. If that makes any sense. Like you're hearing it, and then you're hearing the wind, which goes on for longer. So your mind could be playing tricks on you.
Okay, I'll go over. I'll pull the blanket back and listen to see if I can hear it more clearly.
Okay. Yeah, go roll a listen.
It's just the wind.
Yeah, I got an 11.
Yeah, you don't hear anything. Just the wind from
Okay.
outside.
Okay.
So as you're walking back, the cat is weaving in and out of your legs and trips you, so just
this damn cat.
do a reflex save to see if you fall down the stairs. I'm just kidding.
Grab it and throw it down the stairs.
If it attacks me again, I might.
Okay. So the rest of the night passes without incident. Break. Actually.
This has been a Death Watch production. Thank you for listening.